What's up, Craters? I am Hazard and this is Gems of War. A little continuation for yesterday's Uvashka testing. This team is product of a small comment exchanging with a follower. Iking Forever, I hope I said that right, suggested that I should pair Uvashka with Wrath. And this is the team I came up with. Wrath is great troop. He reflects 25% of skull damage, has immunity to burning and fairy fire, and if you slot Wrath up top in the tank position, he explodes 2 random gems when you deal skull damage with Wrath. He transforms blue gems to brown, feeds himself, and yellows to skulls. And I think the best part is he enrages all allies and burns all enemies, and this actually happens first and then the transformation of gems to skulls. So when you cast this you will always deal skull damage with enraged troop. We are using Reflection of Good. This is Archmage's class weapon. You get this weapon by doing 250 wins with Archmage's class equipped. This weapon grants all status effects to an ally and then explodes half magic based gems of their mana color. We are mainly using this weapon on our hero because when we cast this weapon on a mono-colored troop, in this case our hero, we will have 100% chance to explode is exactly purple gems. If we cast this weapon on Wrath, it is a 50-50 chance of brown gem explosion or yellow gem explosion. Uvashka, we went through this troop pretty well yesterday, is impervious and converts all purple gems to Doom Skulls. And if there is an Eldritch minion in your team, it creates 3 more Doom Skulls and then summons an Eldritch minion. That summon happens every time if you have spare room in your deck, but we are using Eldritch minion on our team, so it won't create those 3 extra Doom Skulls. And already at the bottom, just because of his 3rd trait, Astronomy, which conjures a Starstorm at the start of your turn. Again, Starstorm is yellow-purple storm. Purple feeds our weapon, yellow feeds Wrath and helps with the skull conversions, and purple helps with skull alignments with Uvashka. Class choice. I am using Thief. I think Lightning Strike is great to have, but because this is mainly a Wrath team, not exactly a Uvashka team, you are mostly converting those yellow gems away, so that Lightning Strike doesn't help as much as I would have liked. Thus I swapped Wrath up top and I'm creating that Lightning Strike, or let's say Possessed King effect, with the skull damage, which helps to get mana over here to Uvashka. So, and the reason why I picked Thief is Hunter's Mark, 50% chance dodge, and that Rising Shadows, I happen to like that quite a lot because it speeds up battles sometimes. Let's try this team in practice, shall we? I'm using an Anu medal and 2 season medals. Now our main priority is to try to get our hero up. Unfortunately, we don't have any purple gem matches on the board, which sometimes happens. But because of the Starstorm, maybe we get those pretty quickly. Still can't see any. Let's get our Wrath up. There. Do that. There is first skull alignment with Wrath. Get the Enrage and skulls on board. Do that. Now we are going to cast our hero weapon to generate some mana. More mana. And maybe skull alignment. There. There is purple to Doom Skulls. There. Create mana. I'm doing that small poke over there. One more. And there. This is somewhat enjoyable team with Uvashka, I'd say. So one thing about Wrath, I'm going to stop here so I can explain this properly. Because Wrath also burns all enemies, you could say use Slayer class with your hero and switch your hero up top. Because every time you cast Wrath, it also burns enemies, and then you can deal that massive skull damage with the Enrage and Fireblade combined. That is one way to use Wrath as well. Do we have extra turn alignments there? No, we don't, I think. So generate some mana and shuffle the board. How about now? Nope. Nope. But let's do that. Oh no! Do that. There is alignment. And there. And one more battle. This is a quick video with these matches. Flame of Anu. Not very good mythic, by the way. A gnome. Okay, that's nice. Get hero up. Generate mana. One more time. Do we have alignments now? Yes, we do. There is a 5 match. Do that. Create skulls and maybe get a Doom Skull match. No. Well, let's do that. How about now? Nope. Yes. Let's do that. Do that. There is a 5 match over there at the bottom. Generate mana with hero weapon. We could do that and get rid of the mythic. Hunter's Mark, Enrage, is that enough? I think it is. Let's try. No, it wasn't. I'm very good at math. But that's it. That kind of theme. The overall flow is a lot better than with the other 3 previous team from yesterday's video. Maybe let me know if you enjoy using this. Trash tokens again. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. If you happen to be unlucky and you don't pull Uvashka with your event keys, I think it could be replaced with, say, Elder Father, who also okay, I remembered wrong. I thought Elder Father would convert purple gems to skulls. This is interesting. Do we actually have a troop that that converts purples to skulls? Let's go to check legendaries. Purples to skulls. Nope. Nope. Oh, there, Forest Guardian. Yeah. Oh. This would be pretty good, actually. I think. Interesting. This could be an option. maybe you can try it out. Alright, have a great day my friend, and peace.